for our gifts and our offerings. And Neil, did you want me to take this section?
Betty, I'm just going to come back in here. I kind of lost myself there for a minute.
Well, you had a good message.
This is a time for our gifts and our offerings, our tithes and our offerings. And we do that because we're meeting virtually, but we continue the life of this church, the life of this spiritual community. And of course, we want to be able to give and receive. We want to receive from that community. We don't want to be able to give. So this is your opportunity to give. And we appreciate the gifts that you give. You can do that, of course, in a couple of ways. And if Terry, you put up the slide, you can send a gift to our post office box. And Terry will have that up in a second. And you also may go to unityofpayson.org, where you can donate online. It's becoming an easier process. We're working to do that. So we want to give you opportunity to consider your intention with regard to giving. And so we will move on to an offertory song, one of the beautiful ones that I love, that I requested, by Cinnamon Twist.
Tis the gift to be simple, tis the gift to be free, tis the gift to come down where we want to be. When we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we shan't be ashamed. To turn will be our delight, till by turning we come round right. 'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be fair, 'tis a gift to wake and breathe the morning air. And each day we walk on the path that we choose is a gift we pray we shall never lose. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we shan't be ashamed. To turn will be our delight, till by turning we come round right. 'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, 'tis the gift to come down where we want to be. When we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we shan't be ashamed. To turn will be our delight, till by turning we come round right.
That's such a beautiful song. You know, and as we think about our gifts and hold our intention in our heart, this really is the affirmation that you lead an abundant life, that you have so much overflowing in your heart that you can give. And so, if you can say our blessing together, divine love through us blesses and multiplies all that we have, all that we give, and all that we receive. We are abundantly prosperous, and we give thanks. You know, when Leslie and I were sitting by the lake the other day, we looked out. We're grateful that we live in paradise. So grateful. And so, moving on, we continue next week. Our theme of acceptance: I release resistance and experience acceptance. And next week, we will get to have Betty Bennett as our speaker again. And her talk title is Everything Happens for You, Not to You. And our events that we have coming up, again, we have a really full week. So every morning at 9:30 on weekdays, you should tune in. This is a good time. We read the daily word and discuss. Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we go deep. Next, we have our play date again on Thursday, August 20th. Oh, okay, we'll go here first to the Intender Circle at noon on August 20th. And that's online or by phone. And that is also a love offering. And the play date for Green Valley is over at Green Valley Park, also on Thursday. Yes, we have. Oh, I see why it was in different order because of the time change. We are trying this one at 6 o'clock in the evening instead of 8 o'clock in the morning in case some people can't get there. The grass is also drier at that time of the day. So it says near the bandstand. That is true, but we will be on the west side so that the trees will shade us at that point. So be sure to bring water and a mask. We usually have quite a few games and things, but if you have something you like to play, bring that one. And next we have the Azure delivery. Boy, a lot going on Thursday on the 20th. And this will be at the new location. So be sure to go to 200 West Frontier, Suite S, the yellow door, you know where we are. And if you have any questions about the specific time, Jennifer usually texts or email people, but do contact Jennifer if you have any questions about that. And next, some exciting stuff coming up. We are having the Unity of Payson preview. Even though we can't have full service there yet, we did want everyone to have the opportunity to walk through and see our beautiful new space. And they are also preparing a virtual tour, and the link for that will be on our website here in a few days or so. So that will be Saturday, August 22nd from 1 to 2:30. This is not an open house, so this is not a refreshments where you're going to be sitting down with a bunch of people. This is a let's charge up our new space and walk through and see how beautiful it is. So that's from 1 to 2:30 in the afternoon, 200 West Frontier, Suite S, and look for the door, and please wear your masks and honor distancing. Okay, and now we have our next book circle. And this one is a little different because it's also going to be a poetry workshop. And that starts on Thursday, August 27th, and that'll be from 1:30 to 4. And the book is Weaving Myself Awake by Gail Warner, facilitated by both Teresa and by Kaya. And there is a limit of 15 participants. So, and that will be online on Zoom or on the phone. And a love offering is appreciated as we're continuing to do the upgrades to our space. And so let's see. And Neil, do you have a PS for us today? You're still muted, Neil.
I'm not remembering to open my mouth today, I guess. So we just to mention again that Rick has worked with getting together this virtual tour, and Betty has prepared our new facility so that it really is looking pretty good. And I would encourage you to enjoy the video tour. That's a place that you can be extremely cautious in visiting our place, but yet when you do that, send the energy out, charge it up anyway, and which will work for us. We're not limited to geography. And then one other thing, and I want Jennifer to come on and talk about this. Jennifer and Ann have been working hard on a little project that will enhance our service. And Jennifer, are you here? Can you go ahead and tell us about Virtual Choir?
Yeah, hi. So what we're going to do is we're starting with the peace song, and the idea is to have everybody sing along on it, and you can actually hear everybody in real or in the same timing. Because what happens, the reason why we can't do live music with Annie in one room and me in another place is that, or even to have it on where you can hear everybody singing, is that there's a delay. And so you're going to, it would sound even worse than what we had this time. It would sound pretty bad if you had it where everybody's delayed, you know, and it would sound kind of weird. So what we're going to do is we created a bass track for the peace song. And then what we'd like to do is invite anybody who wants to sing on it to come in and actually record your voice on it. And we'll layer them all together, and then we'll play that. And it'll be like, it'll sound like we're all singing together, and then we can sing with it from home, and there won't be that delay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes, it does. And I understand you have in the works some additional songs. Peace song is the starter, but some other things in the future.
We'll start it and then see what we come up with and go
Yeah.
from there. But we're working out the best way to do the recording. And we actually, Annie and I were in the space yesterday, and Marianne came and recorded her track. So what we're going to do is probably do it one at a time and be really careful with social distancing and disinfecting and all that, because we want to make sure that people stay safe as they're doing the recording. So if you're interested, let me know. What's the best way for them to get in touch?
Well, they could call the church phone and I'll get them to you. Or if they have the buddy book.
Actually, my number in the buddy book is wrong. So
okay, tell you what, when I send out the next little email, the recording for today, I'll put your phone number in there so they can get a hold of you.
Cell phone in, yeah, and then from there. So yeah.
Great. I think that's it. All I got.
Hey, thanks, Jennifer, for you and Annie doing all that work.
You're welcome.
And so let's mentally circle up here for the peace song.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, a peace that is meant to be, with God as creator, family harmony. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me, and this is the moment now. With every step I take, this is my joyous vow. Take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me.
So now let's join together in the prayer for protection. Terry, if you put that up. Here we go, all together. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. And the presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.